And then what did you make of Sophie Cunningham's flagrant foul on JC towards the end?
It was a flagrant foul.
You think it's like defending Caitlin or defending the team, or how do you view just how it all?
I view it as a flagrant foul.
That's about the game too.
Yeah, well, I mean, you guys came for basketball.
Yeah,
Let's talk about basketball.
Yeah.
Come on now.
What do you think of just how you all were able to pull in the second half, Caitlin, in particular?
We're going to the Commissioner Cup Championship.
Let's go!
That's pretty exciting. Y'all want to talk about that? Let's talk about that.
What do you think, again, in the second?
What if we told you Caitlin Clark might actually leave the WNBA after just one season? Pack it up, hit one last three, and walk away. Between blind refs who act like they're in a circus and Marina Mabrey treating fouls like it's dodgeball, Caitlin's had enough. Is this the League of Dreams or a reality show gone wild? Grab your popcorn, because if this rumor is true, the WNBA could lose its biggest star faster than a ref misses a call.
NBA record. This is her second season. And you put the numbers together, it's like 10 seasons. That girl did it in 10 seasons. That means she had one a season. Caitlin Clark is... when Caitlin Clark gets to 10 seasons, she's going to have 100 of these. And y'all can't get a girl her roses. Now, I don't like the fact that she be getting woke because she don't want all these lesbians to be mad at. But at the end of the day, is the woman putting in the work, she's putting in the work. And
fans are done watching Caitlin Clark play the sacrificial lamb for a league that can't decide if it wants to grow or gatekeep. For the second season in a row, she's the main character in a drama where she's expected to pass the ball, smile for the cameras, sell the tickets, take the hits, and still thank her haters afterward. This isn't just frustration anymore. It's fury. The Protect Caitlin movement has gone from memes to a full-blown emotional custody battle between the fans who love her and a league that keeps treating her like a chew toy.
This is all going according to plan. This is ideal. Caitlin Clark is holding up her end by being awesome and by being a trash-talking jerk on the court. Love it. Her teammates are holding up their end by having her back. The other players in the league are holding up their end by not liking her. Perfect. Couldn't have written a better script. Caitlin is talking trash to this girl. This girl's hard fouling her. Her teammate Sophie Cunningham, who got a black belt in Taekwondo at the age of 6, she's like, I will F you guys up. All of it's great, and Caitlin's a killer. 10 out of 10.
Let's be real. Caitlin Clark is the reason anyone's even talking about the WNBA right now. Outside of Twitter debates and flashbacks to high school gyms, she's the spark. Ratings? Up. Jersey sales? Breaking records. Arena tickets? Sold out in cities that forgot they had a team. She's the walking, talking, three-point shooting lifeline of this league. And how does the league repay her? Shady ref calls, cold shoulders from teammates, and more elbows than a WWE Royal Rumble.
Clark is driving the WNBA insane. It's to the point that she may need to step away from the WNBA, have a billionaire come in that has the money to prove a point, and say, Caitlin, I'll pay you $50 million just to see if the WNBA can make it without you. Let's go create a complete different league and expose the hell out of the WNBA just to embarrass this Angel Reese girl that Jameel Hill just said she could go down as a Michael Jordan of WNBA.
Remember when people said Caitlin Clark was being welcomed into the league like every other rookie? Yeah, if by welcomed you mean getting mugged at midcourt while refs whistle Dixie and stare into space like they just dropped their glasses in a Looney Tunes cartoon. Caitlin doesn't need a welcome party, she needs a security detail and a chiropractor. Then there's Marina Mabrey, who delivered a late-game shove like she was auditioning for the NFL. The foul was so wild the NBA probably sent her a contract by mistake. And of course, Caitlin just gets up like nothing happened because at this point, getting hit is part of her pregame warm-up. Stretch. Shoot. Dodge an elbow. Repeat. What's truly insane? Anytime Caitlin breathes too close to a veteran, she's entitled. Takes a hard foul? It's just the game. Doesn't take it personally? She's distant. She could rescue a puppy at halftime and still get blasted for not passing it to a teammate. Meanwhile, the fans are out here doing digital CPR on the league every time Caitlyn gets rocked, slowing down clips like it's the Zapruder film and yelling into the void. How is that not a flag?
I will say this. When Caitlin Clark was out, they lost 55% of their viewership. So, like, basically, Caitlin Clark is paying all their salaries.
Pretty much.
I mean, at the end of the day, you can hate her as much as you want, but she's brought in millions of fucking dollars. So you should be kissing her ass.
And that kind of defeated the purpose of Angel Reese's argument of she's like, hey, it's not just Caitlin Clark that is bringing all the viewership to the WNBA. It's like, well, it definitely is. It's like it kind of proved that with the viewership rating being down that she significantly increases viewership with
They try so hard to compare her to Caitlin Clark. They try.
The refs stay silent. The league speaks louder about dress codes than player safety. At this point, it feels like the whole system has lost its mind. Fans aren't just wondering if Caitlin Clark should stay, they're begging her to leave. Imagine her signing a massive shoe deal, stepping into the broadcast booth, or taking her talents overseas where basketball is basketball, and not a high-stakes game of how much abuse can one woman take before she snaps. In Europe, she'd be paid, protected, and probably greeted at the airport with flowers, not flying elbows. Let's be honest. The WNBA is running a Caitlin Clark content farm, feeding her weekly doses of bad calls, zero protection, and unnecessary drama. Fans see it. The media sees it. Even the people who claim to hate her secretly check the schedule just to watch her play. Because love her or not, she is the show. But no one wants to watch the main character get sabotaged every episode. She's done more for the league in 2 seasons than some franchises have in 20 years. And yet, she's treated like a guest at her own party. Even the promos say it all. Come watch Caitlin Clark. And the others. She's Beyonce. And the rest of the league? A very confused Destiny's Child. And oh shade. Just
fever and sun hold a brawl and a basketball game breaks out. This was something. Caitlin Clark, without question, gets raked across the face. I think she gets poked in the eye, but it's difficult to tell.
If you're the Indiana Fever, you cannot stand by and let that happen. They need to make it clear to the officials. If you're going to let this happen, then we're going to stand up for our player and make a mess of the game, and you're going to have a big mess on your hands. So you need to stand up for this. You need to do something about this.
You've just learned with definitive data and beyond question that Caitlin Clark controls more than half the audience for the entire WNBA.
Indy, let's not forget the constant gaslighting. It's not that bad. She's being dramatic. She needs to earn her stripes. So really, because last time we checked, Caitlin Clark has earned more stripes than a zebra in a barcode factory. She's out here dropping 25 points, 8 assists, and 12 microaggressions per game, and still doing it with a smile. What more do you want? Levitation fans aren't stupid. They see the double standard. They see how the league bends over backward for some players, while casually tossing others under the bus. They see the forced storylines, the passive-aggressive interviews, and the locker room politics, and they're tired. Tired of watching Caitlin fight for space on a team she built. Tired of seeing her get snubbed in all-star voting like it's a middle school popularity contest. Tired of pretending any of this is okay. If she leaves after this season, it won't be because she couldn't handle the pressure. It'll be because she's smart enough to know when she's being played. And let's be honest, leaving might be the power move of the century. The league that couldn't stop talking about her would suddenly be left with a very quiet reality. No more sold-out arenas. No more record-breaking streams. No more casual fans tuning in just to see what she does next.
We're expecting some sort of dip since Caitlin Clark has been out with injury, but I don't think all of us were expecting the entire viewership of the entire WNBA to be down. And this tweet from Christine Brennan really stuck out to me. She said, one player gets injured and more than half the TV audience for the entire league disappears. Has any other athlete ever had that kind of impact on a sport? Golf without Tiger definitely dropped precipitously obviously, on occasion, but not like this. This news is alarming for the league, and it's alarming for the league because this is such a crucial year for the WNBA.